My name's Megan and this is the Light My Bricks DIY lighting tutorial for the LEGO Pac-Man Arcade. First step is to remove the buoys from up the top and the joystick at the front can come off. Then remove the yellow and black assemblies from the top on both sides of the set. Now the whole lid can come off too, and it's best to use a brick separator here to make sure it comes off in one piece. Spin her around, take the entire back panel off, and you can remove our little friend from inside too. At the back of the screen there's some red clips. Unclip those by gently pushing on the back of the screen as shown. Push down this button so you can reach in and remove the screen by lifting the bottom up first and sliding it right out. And back to the back, we'll be working in this corner down here. Remove this curved slope and also this sub-assembly. Then get your Astro Large fork-end warm white light. Now this can be a tricky one to place. Start by bending that LED end of the light back on a 90-degree angle. You want a little bit of space between the LED and the bend. Our goal is to get the LED pushed up against the trans red section of the light brick here. And you can do this on either side. I went with the left side just because I found it easier to see. Once you have the LED in position, click the assembly we just took off back over the cable to hold it in place. The curved slope can go back on too. Now I recommend getting your flux belt and the Dock 6 from the Spotlight pack and testing that light. If it glows red like this, you've got it in the right position. Next, you need 2 of the cool white meteor lights and their included tethers, as well as one 15cm belt. Attach each of the meteor lights onto a tether, then take the belt 15 and while keeping the tag on, gently pull each plug end out a little bit until it looks like this. And you can plug each of those ends into the meteor lights. Now get the belt 50cm from the Spotlight pack and plug that into one of the meteor lights too. Now attach both meteor lights to the inside of the set in the position you see here. Have the meteor light with the belt coming out of it on the right side and thread it underneath the black brick here, then out to the back of the set. The meteor light on the left should have an empty port. Take your flux belt and thread it through one of the Technic holes on the side here and plug that straight into the meteor light. This can be fiddly, so if you can't reach it, you can unclick the meteor light to plug the cable in first. Moving on to the screen, remove each of the 3 power pellet assemblies. I found that taking the tile off next to them made this a bit easier. For this step, you'll need 3 Astro regular cool white lights and 3 of the white round plates from the transparent brick pack. Take each power pellet and remove the round plate from the top as well as the black one from the bottom. Then there's a couple ways to install this light. You can put the LED face down inside the white plate and then attach the telescope piece over the top. Or you can hold the LED over the telescope piece and click the white plate over the top of that. Either way, you now curve the cable under the telescope piece and click the black plate over the top. To put the power pellets back, you can thread the cable through the holes they sit on, pull it through from the back and click the assembly down. If you took off the tiles, they can go back on too. Before reattaching the screen, bring all the cables through the back of the set and out of the way. Then from the front, make sure the cables from the screen go through first and replace the screen by tilting the top back, then dropping the bottom down into place. Now you can reattach those red clips to the bars just by gently pushing on the front of the screen until they click into place. Now get the lid of the set and flip that over. For this, you'll need the Astro string light and 6 of the trans clear open stud plates from the transparent brick pack. Start with the LED furthest away from the plug of the string light and hold it in the position shown. Then with the open stud facing the LED, click one of those clear plates over the top. I find that skipping one LED and then coming back to it makes getting the right position a bit easier. Then do the same thing with the remaining LEDs on the other side of the lid until you get something that looks like this. Now grab these black and yellow assemblies from earlier and remove the 1x2 plates from the ends. Then grab 2 of the round plates from the Spotlight pack and attach them to each of the yellow assemblies like this. Again from the Spotlight pack, grab a warm white Astro light, a round open stud plate, an Astro cap, a skeleton arm, and 2 modified plates with bar handles. Bend the LED of the light back on a 90-degree angle and thread it all the way through the round plate. Attach one of the modified plates with bar handle and thread the cable through the gap behind the bar. Click the skeleton arm onto that, attach the other plate with bar handle, thread the cable through that plate too, and finish it off with an Astro cap. Repeat all of that so you have 2 spotlights and attach those to the end of the black assemblies. Then reattach those to the lid. The yellow assemblies can go back on and run your cables to the back of the lid. Now attach the lid back on while guiding the cables through to the back of the set. Also make sure the Spotlight cables run in between studs and not over the top of them. Now remove this little guy from the inside, then get all the cables that hang underneath this Technic brick and thread them up and behind it. The fork end cable from the coin slot light can route behind the mechanism here. Just make sure it doesn't get tangled in it, and then up and behind the Technic brick as well. I also looped the belt 50 around the brick again just to use up some of the excess cable length. Get the Dock 6 from the spotlight pack again and plug everything in. Then click the dock down on the studs in the middle. You can also route the flux spout cable around the grey Technic piece down here just to keep it out of the way. Then return our little friend to her place inside, put the back cover on, and sit the boys in their position up top. This set looks awesome with lights. I love the red glow coming through the coin slot. It feels super nostalgic and totally brings back memories of me begging my dad for coins so I could play arcade games as a kid. The spotlights pointing at the characters kind of makes it feel like they're on stage up there putting on a show. Lighting the iconic power pellets was really fun too. Then the lights shining on the logo and scoreboard really kick it up a notch. This is definitely one of those LEGO sets that was already cool, and adding lights just makes it even cooler.